Was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 28. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Time running out here on the play clock. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Bell. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now back to throw. A screen to Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. He'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Kenny Clark. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills getting set to go.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Second down following the run. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Switch! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green, touching that, Barney! Back 99 Philly, here we go! No, check, Patriot! Over!
Looking to throw. And able to find Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll go again with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
tuck it and run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and goal to go now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now they run with Mixon. Always got some breathing room. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 34 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Again, it's Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The give is to Bell. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Newton on 1st down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Amerson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Cowboys on
Good
third
morning,
down.
Dad.
They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Play clock winding down. Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The play clock's running down. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Looks to be right around the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And here come the Bills. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Shane Leckler now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch it now, boy. Watch it now, boy. Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th. Second down and just 1. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marvin Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now following the interception, here's Newton. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ben Heaney. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Detroit! Detroit! Back there! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Newton's going to throw it. Going for it all. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. A beautiful fake. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Hurry up, watch it now, Barney, Barney. Check 43. No. Me. Leopard.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go now. Leopard.
In motion right comes Allen.
Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. No.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Buffalo, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's another week, another loss, as they fall now to 0-9. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden